Hey, what's up, Dennis? You ready for some
Hey,
Star
Adam.
Wars celebration?
Hell yeah, especially since it's Star Wars week, Star Wars day, Star Wars
Mhm.
everything. I'm all about it. Might as well be a holiday in this house.
Oh man, I'm just excited. Like I've wanted to do this for a year and I didn't think we were gonna get to it. All the things we've have lined up this week. Oh man, it's fun. I'm excited to talk to you, get to know some
Yeah.
stuff about Star Wars with you. It's weird.
What
It's
draws us into this world? Yeah,
it's
yeah. It's like
kind
why are we here?
yeah.
Okay. If you, as the man you are now, had to live with either the Ewoks or the Jawas, who do you believe you could integrate with better?
It's definitely going to be the Ewoks because I'm not a fan of deserts. They got a pretty sweet, like, jungle-y tree fort situation there. I don't speak their language, but I can warm up with them. I can cuddle with them. They'll keep me warm. Just got to find a C-3PO to kind of be their god and tell him not to eat me.
What's funny is I would have said Jawas going into this, but now that you've pointed out some of those things, the wheeling and dealing sounds interesting, and like getting to work with my hands. I like that you can still enjoy some technologies in life.
We did get to see another side of them in The Mandalorian season 2, which was
This is
nice.
true. You know, they're their own tribe as well. They're just trying to scrape by with the scrap out in the deserts.
Trying to make an honest buck. Maybe it's not
Yeah.
honest, but it's a buck.
That's right.
Yeah. So, what is your first memory of Star Wars? Whether it's like watching it or hearing about it, like where were you? How old were you? Like, what was the feeling for you?
When I was in kindergarten, it's probably when I saw A New Hope. I feel like I remember seeing shot of Han Solo running through the tunnels of Echo Base.
Now, was that on TV or was that in the theater?
Like VHS. It was on TV. Yeah. Everyone confuses the special edition re-release with the VHS box set release, which are like, they didn't recut the movie though. So those edits are different. Got in an argument with that guy standing as we were leaving that one marathon. It's like, no, those are different. The ones we saw were the special edition ones.
The original, then they re-release it, then they did the special edition. It's so messy.
That early 90s VHS re-release, it had like the foreword by George Lucas. Before each movie, he would like talk to you for 5 minutes or so straight. I just remember as a kid fast forwarding through all that shit trying to get to the movie.
Now, did you have the box set like that came in that like sleeve and you had all 3 of them? You kind of saw. Oh man, those were sexy.
And I love the half face. You get, what is it, Vader, Yoda, and Stormtrooper helmet, I believe, for the Empire.
Yeah, I don't remember what the third one was. Yeah, like that's
second one. Third one's Yoda. Even though it's when Yoda leaves. Spoiler alert, folks. Yoda dies. Sorry.
I haven't seen that one yet, Dennis. I'm just at the point where Obi-Wan agrees to train Anakin. I don't know why these guys say it's dangerous to take him.
This kid's gonna be fine. He's not gonna do anything wrong. He couldn't harm a fly.
No, he's an honest boy. He likes an older girl. He's a freed slave.
Yeah,
I mean, what's wrong with that?
Totally not gonna slaughter a village of Tusken Raiders.
I don't even know what a Tusken Raider is.
Episode 1, you do they are on the track. There is the warning of Tusken Raiders on the pod racing track.
Yeah, holding up their fucking Banta sticks or whatever.
Gaffy sticks. Gaffy sticks are their melee weapon. They use a cycler rifle. It's like the equivalent of it being like a long bolt action rifle, something highly accurate over a long range that fires slow. Anyways, you've just been drafted by the Empire. But they're asking you, which branch of the military do you wish to join? Would you like to be either a stormtrooper? Would you like to join the Imperial Navy? Or do you want to join their armored division? Which route would you take?
I feel like I'd like to fly, but I'd also like to be a stormtrooper and have some fun shooting, but then I'd be bad at shooting. So maybe that'd be right. I'm going to go with stormtrooper if they have an outfit that can fit in my weight size, because I don't want to be like really stuck in like clunky arm. So no, I'm gonna be an Imperial.
Join the Navy.
I'm joining the Navy.
Fly among the stars.
I wouldn't do it in real life here, but I do it in that galaxy.
Now, to expand on that, would you try to become a pilot yourself, or would you rather be like a part of the Star Destroyer or
I like to fly myself, one of the big frigates? Because if we learn anything, you're in a group, you're gonna die in a group. If you're on your own, you can maneuver and you can get out of sticky situations.
That's true. The TIE fighter is one of the more maneuverable of the like fighters in the galaxy. There's a reason why the Empire relies on them, not just because they're cheap and mass produced, but
even Lord Vader flies around in those. So I mean, if he can do it, why can't anybody? Why can't I?
Absolutely.
Now, sticking with that, what's your favorite vehicle in the universe of Star Wars?
The idea of being in a swoop gang always sounded kind of cool. The swoop bikes are badass, and I like the Imperial ones, the speeder bikes that they got.
They're pretty cool.
High Interceptor specifically. Shit, it'd be somewhere between one of those two. Let's go speeder bike. That sounds like fun, especially after the way they depict the physics of them in The Mandalorian. Like, you could take gnarly jumps and your repulsors will keep you from hitting the ground.
Now that you say that, I pictured they should do a spin-off show where like you get like a Sons of Anarchies like on those bad boys.
Oh, that would be badass.
And they could be like hauling spice and stuff.
You could easily do a series or a movie of exactly that. I would love to watch. Let's see how scum and villainous Mos Eisley really is, you know?
Or want to switch it up and more family wholesome. We have like a Cheers at Mos Eisley.
Hey, the Bib Fortuna band is back. Like we're all buddy. Like, oh hey, everybody stops and raises their cups in varying appendage as they wave to the.
I mean, come on, they did it with the WandaVision. Why can't they do it with Star Wars, a sitcom?
You know what I'd like to see as a something along the lines of the stormtroopers in Mandalorian.
Ben Schwartz and
no, Jason Sudeikis. Yeah. I would watch a show of that. I would love to see just a couple of bumbling stormtroopers barely getting away with their lie, not winning the day, but like just not getting killed by rebels.
They're like a buddy cop combo type of thing.
Yeah, like how could they possibly get through this alive? Oh, there they did it again.
Sorry, I didn't mean to turn this into a pitch session here. I know we got questions.
Hey, that's half the fun. All right. If you could have any type of droid or a specific one, what type of droid would you have in your home?
You know, as a kid, I always wanted a little R2 unit, but it's like, what is he really going to do? I mean, he can do everything. He's a Swiss Army knife, but then you got a fucking protocol droid. And
protocol droid could talk to anyone.
Exactly. It could be me and him doing a podcast. Give her the dead weight. Oh man, I'm gonna throw a curveball. I'm gonna take Rosie the robot from the Jetsons because she's a maid. Okay. I'm a dirty person. BB-8 grew on me. I kind of like that first droid,
which I would classify as another R2 unit.
Yeah.
I like the red, you know.
Yeah, I like the color scheme.
Or they guess the remnant version of BB-8. It's like I just thought it was a more badass, cooler looking BB-8 than the white orange combo.
I'll go with an R2 unit because I'd learn how to understand his language, and he can use a little jetpack and fly around. He's small enough to get in those situations.
When the shit goes down, he actually could defend himself.
He does. We know they last for years upon years. Like, I'll be dead, and he's still going to be running around the galaxy.
I think I would make the same choice. It would be helpful. It would be nice to have something that could communicate to anything else you could think of.
We're kind of almost there. We got like Alexa and Siri right now, and they don't have full bodies. You know, I really liked R2 before he was put together. Like when you saw the wires and stuff, he had a cool look to him, but not practical. So say COVID's done and you can travel anywhere. What planet would you want to travel to and why?
Coruscant seems cool, but I feel like it'd also be scary. Like I wouldn't want to go to the wrong place. Naboo, honestly, that sounds like the climate seems perfect. Like you'd be comfortable anywhere. There's nature right there, but then there's these gorgeous buildings you'd get to explore. Naboo, I would want to go visit Naboo, as long as it's not during, the Clone Wars.
Kind of like you're going to Britain or something because you get the royal family.
Kind of. Ignore the fact that it's Emperor Palpatine's home planet.
Queens of pedophile. I mean, there's a lot of different things going on there.
Yeah, she did kind of prey on a child.
Yeah.
Kind of like we don't talk about the main plot of Back to the Future. It's about time travel, right? Marty and his mom.
The Kelvin Klein. We don't want to think about that.
Although I guess Luke and his sister, the writers didn't even know yet.
It happened, but let's write it in there anyways, man. Who cares?
They'll shrug it off later. That's fine. If we were to have a fight between IG-11 from The Mandalorian, the caretaker,
Taika Waititi,
and K2SO, who do you think would win that battle?
IG-11 though. When he has a mission, he's set to do it. I mean, you can reprogram him.
And they both are quoted many times for their mission probability. They both think out a lot of, their moves before they take them. I
could see it being a draw, man. I could see them both laying in the ground, shooting each other and like blasting. They each got one blast.
IG-11 has a self-destruct sequence.
He's not afraid to throw his life. Yeah.
I honestly think that is what the result would be. A draw.
We have a lot of love for Star Wars, but there's also some things to hate. Now, who is your least favorite character in the original trilogy? In the original.
Yeah. How about this? In the special edition version. The singer that the band annoys the hell out of me. So it was so shoehorned in, and we spent this money in creating this creature. We're gonna make you see a whole song, and it's just the fuck out of here.
Huh.
Is there someone that comes to mind for yourself?
I'm gonna have to go with the guy in the cantina who's like, "We don't like your type around this part." He's looking for trouble, man. It's like, fuck you, dude. Everyone's just trying to get some fucking some libations,
right? And you start screaming shit like that in front of. I'm wanted in 12. Excuse me. There's probably bounty hunters in this room.
Who's that fucking dumb?
Happy to return you. Yeah, right.
Like, don't brag.
So, which group would you rather live your life with? Would you assimilate into a tribe of Tusken Raiders, or would you rather try to join the Mandalorians?
I'd go with the Mandalorians. They got jets. They got fucking a code of ethics. They're just badass fighters, and they walk by their own beat. Even though it's like we've only known like one or two up until recently, but still.
Your head might get itchy. Well, just saying. Might get steamy into the helmet.
I was gonna say I don't need sunglasses because I got the visor and whatnot, but now I'm like, yeah, I breathe heavy, so it'd be like I'd be fucking smudging. I'd take my mask off, and they'd be like, "You're not supposed to do that, man." It's like if I were to join the Tusken Raiders, they got some clothes that would be pretty fucking comfy and aerodynamic. You get a good breeze. Will it keep you warm? Yeah. Maybe not. If I'm living with the fucking Ewoks, it's like I can cuddle with them still.
That's true. It's like the wildlings in Game of Thrones, it's like, but they're still their own people,
Yeah.
like
I mean, everyone, you just got to see their side of the story, essentially.
Yeah.
There's so many weapons in the world.
Oh, yeah.
Which type would you go for?
Oh, I want Mando's disruptor rifle and pop that sucker from way over there, and you can just straight in a pile of ash, and I'm probably cut my own something off if I tried swinging a lightsaber around.
That's true.
So, I'm going that disruptor rifle. Yeah. What is there a weapon you have in mind?
I mean, a part of me like always wants to do sword fighting and stuff, but maybe Chewie's a bowcaster because I mean that thing has some heft.
And it packs a punch. It'll kick you. General Grievous's personal guards, they have the cool electro staffs. That's what they specialize in fighting with, these like stun baton things that are like a long bow staff that have electrical charge on each end, and you could potentially go toe to toe with someone with a lightsaber as long as you're catching them on the charged side.
Something about a simple blaster also. Khan really makes it look fun and easy, but the fucking stormtroopers make it look like it's really tough to aim.
Horrible design, apparently. They think they're protecting their troops. They're hindering the accuracy of their army. Who do you think would win between a group of 25 stormtroopers? We'll call them peak Empire era stormtroopers. So maybe Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, somewhere in that. And then 100 B1 battle droids. So 100 battle droids, 25 stormtroopers.
See, that's the issue there. I was gonna say you have 25, but we see how quick those fuckers get destroyed. You just bring in some gun army with some raindrop fucking shit, and they're fucking electrocuted. But stormtroopers are also kind of easily taken down as well.
Yeah, they're kind of both the mass.
I feel like it would go with the stormtroopers because they just gotta blast the shit out of these guys and dodge a little bit.
The battle droids will have like a hive mind.
And that kind of can hinder them a bit. They're all working together opposed to thinking in the moment in the heat of the battle.
I think the human intuition would help the stormtroopers win that.
Now, say you're in Luke's situation. You're on Hoth. You're freezing to death. Would you think about cutting open your tauntaun and going inside? Would you even think about it? Because I wouldn't think about it. I'd be like, oh, looks like I'm dead.
Wouldn't have been my first thought, gotta say. Probably just keep trying to hack away at that Wampa. I mean, we've already taken one arm off, right?
That's true.
Not that that's like the Jedi answer, but a simpler answer, no, I don't think I would think to do that right away. That's why Han is the man.
That's true. That's legit.
I got another one for you. Which would you rather have parked in your garage? A pod racer or a speeder bike?
Pod racer.
Yeah, daily driver. This is how you go to work.
Pod racer. They're more like a car opposed to a motorcycle. They're like, and they come in so many different styles. You can change parts interchangeable. If you said land speeder, I might double think it.
You either got the crotch rocket or you got the Lamborghini, pretty much.
Something about pod. I love pod racing. I don't know why. I don't like NASCAR, but I like pod racing. Are you more of a fan of the prequels or let's call it the JJ saga?
I guess Yeah, I guess the prequel trilogy. Again, the only factor that tips it in that direction is Clone Wars animated series.
I can't judge you on that.
What is there a character origin story that you would like to see a la Solo, a Star Wars story?
I want to say Lando, but we kind of get a little bit of that in Solo. I want to see like Salacious Crumb before he was with Jabba. Like, what was his life like?
Just trying to survive on the planet Tatooine in the canyon Tatooine.
It's like watching Meerkat Manor.
Crate dragon crawling past in the background. I would love to see Grand Moff Tarkin, the guy who's assigned with it being in charge of the Death Star, had to be there for a reason, right? He's supposed to be a brilliant military commander. He has led campaigns and has had decisive tactical victories that gave him that position. And he's the only one of the few characters that also knows Anakin is Darth Vader. One of the only other people that knows that is the Emperor himself. I would love to see more of his story. Him or Darth Maul. He has all this mystery and lore about him. I feel like, obviously we're about to get some Boba Fett story, although that's the continuation of Boba Fett's story. I feel like
it's called the Book of Boba Fett, so I mean it could be anywhere in that world. True. They have some freedom to jump around. But I want to pull back the Salacious Crumb here. I want to go to the baddest Jedi in the galaxy. I want to Mace Windu. Like, I feel like he's seen some shit and done some things.
Yeah. Hey, I mean he's regarded as one of the greatest swordsmen who's ever lived. Like he's supposed to be one of the best lightsaber duelists, aside from Ki-Adi-Mundi, I think, or who they believe at the time, among the Jedi. Now, if you start including other side characters and shit, I think it'll broaden out some. But he is one of the best swords, like one of the best ever. If he wasn't blindsided and thrown out a window by the Emperor, which I still say there is the slimmest chance he could still be alive. Oh, that would be badass. Yeah. I'd love to see a Mace Windu origin story. Watch it, a young Mace Windu building his first lightsaber and igniting that purple blade. That'd be cool.
What is your favorite fan theory of Star Wars?
Oh,
that you wish could have been true or could be true?
I mean, it's not like a fan theory, but trying to bring some semblance of the Mara Jade character back would be nice. If Disney could try to work back in some of the stuff they cut out of the expanded universe. This is who would end up being like Luke's wife, essentially. You're not supposed to like take a bride as a Jedi, but she was like the Emperor's personal bodyguard who was also trained in the Force. So they have this Force connection. They could understand this part of each other that no one else could. The only like theory that comes to mind that I hate is the stupid Jar Jar Binks one. I fucking hate that because it's bullshit and it's not true and it's never going to be true. And fuck it. Jar Jar is not a Sith Lord. Disney, no, don't do it. So I'm sorry. Yeah, shit. Okay. I guess that's the best I could.
I mean, you could have went with the oldest question of all time, like who shot first.
Well, because I think what's funny that can be proven back and forth either way. Of people have done side by side comparisons of one bird, like
Now thinking of that, I would like to see a Greedo show. Like he seemed like a badass.
Great and
horror movie.
Oh, the fact that he rolled up on Han Solo like that, especially given the history he has and knowing who he rolls with, he knows Chewbacca's around. Like this guy knows a Wookiee anytime could roll up on him. Greedo had some balls. Maybe he wasn't the most accurate or the fastest. One of those two factors clearly had an influence. Or the Force was in the room with him the whole time. The Force intervened and moved the blaster bolt away from his head. I don't know. No, that's bullshit. That's not it. He missed.
Fair enough.
What lightsaber be? Simple.
What color?
Yeah, any at all.
I want to do something different. A clear, like a crystal clear, like no color's eminent. No, that's not a color. What about black? Has there been a black lightsaber?
There's the dark saber is a black lightsaber. That's what I would have chose. That thing looks badass, especially with the crackling black light, electricity.
Yeah.
And the fact that the hilt of it looks more like a katana. It's a Japanese style blade in design.
But
you're talking about lightsaber color.
That's true.
That would look cool.
Orange? Like I'm trying to think of colors that we don't have already. Like
maybe those are colors used in other, like they come up in Knights of the Old Republic. So it's say you can't find a kyber crystal that won't, give you that color. Now they have canonically given a reasoning for why red lightsabers are red. And in a comic book, if you get to watch Kylo rebuild or repair his lightsaber, a Sith has to bleed into their kyber crystal. So their lightsabers are red because their blood is inside their lightsaber.
Jesus, that's intense.
It used to be, I think the prior canon was where the crystals come from, had some say as to what color they were. That's been retconned, so now it's blood.
That's pretty badass. It's metal. Yeah. What color would you take?
Black lightsaber would look cool. It doesn't take any side; it's its own side. It's whoever wields. I like the black. Black goes with everything, so I'd go with the black. Those are some Star Wars randomness, folks. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with us. You should hit us up. What are some of your answers for our questions? What kind of droid would you have in your house? What vehicle would you prefer to park in your garage out of the Star Wars universe? What do you have holstered on your hip for when the bounty hunters come and knocking?
Oh boy.
Hit us up on the socials. You know the ats. You know where we're at, all the places.
They're going to pop up on screen right now as you hear the sirens. Think about the imminent death coming from a Sith Lord hunting you down, or a bounty hunter coming after you.
The Coruscant police are looking. They can't know about our underground spice deal.
No.
We got hot spice moving in here.
But yeah, at movie_toast on most of the socials. We're talking Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Reddit, or at Movie Toast News and Reviews over on Facebook, or right here on YouTube. Please, and let us know that you got questions for us. Shoot them our way. We want to answer some questions that we haven't discussed thus far. We want to hear from you guys. And thanks for watching if you watched. Thanks for listening if you listened. Whatever you did, thanks for spending time with us and celebrating Star Wars.
Yeah, I'm hoping you're enjoying your Star Wars week. Looking forward to all the exciting new things set out before us. I know we'll have at least one, we're going to have Bad Batch to appreciate, but they're itching to drop some new stuff for us soon. So excited to get those release dates and such all announced, and all new Star Wars to take in. And I'm excited. It's going to be a good week.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, until next time, guys and gals and everyone else, we'll talk to you later.
Stay toasty.
Oh, yeah.
Totally not going to slaughter a village of Tusken Raiders.
I don't know why.
Not at all.
I don't even know what a Tusken Raider is.